Now we are live everywhere. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, X, and we are live on TikTok. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for being here. We're going to wait for a few more people to get in here, and then we're going to start rocking and rolling, okay? Let me, do, 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 do. John Troxell, thanks for being here. We're going to get started in just 1 minute. Appreciate you guys all being here. Just waiting for a few more people to show up. We're waiting on everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and X. Sean, welcome in, brother. How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for sharing the live. We've got quite a few treats for everyone today. We got a lot of things going on. We're going to talk about the I-70 soon-to-be toll road. Oh, we are gonna play a song for you, Sean. By the way, I got this song on my truck, so we can hear it really good. So when a few more people roll in, we're gonna do our introduction. Then we're gonna play a song, and I want to know what everybody thinks about this song. Okay, it kind of relates to everything that's going on in our world right now. Um, and then we're gonna share some facts over feelings, right? That's right. How's it going, Samantha? Welcome in. Welcome in. I have some good news for everybody. We're gonna play the song here in a minute. I was able to connect my iPad to the truck, and it's super loud in here. So we're gonna get going with that in just 1 minute. Thanks for sharing that out, Sean. I appreciate it. John Troxell, welcome in, brother. How are you? Thanks for being here. We're gonna get started in just 1 second, guys. Okay, just 1 second. We're gonna wait for a few more people to come in. And then we got some things to say. Oh man, we already got 8 people up in here. Right on. As soon as it gets to 10, I'll go ahead and play this song, and I want to know what everybody thinks about it. Buck Truck, welcome in. How you doing? If you're not following Buck, go give him a follow. Great guy. Great guy. Great patriot. Raising Arrows is in the house. Chris Russell's in the house. Chris, how you doing, brother? All right, man. We're getting that live shared, aren't we? Woo! I love it. Thank you for tapping that screen, Raising Arrows. I see you. I see you. I see you. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and start. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Vince with Truckers Unite Now. We also have Sean co-hosting with us over on Trucking the USA Today. If you have not checked that out yet on Facebook, Trucking the USA Today, please go check it out. You want to hear about corruption? You want to talk about corruption or global elites and corporate giants that are ruining our life? Go check out Trucking the USA. He does a lot of research. He finds the cracks in the system that is ruining all of our lives. Okay. Um, let's see. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to talk about the kind of community that we are building here. Welcome in on YouTube, Facebook, and X. This is a place built on respect, dignity, accountability, and the belief that every person deserves to be heard, right? That's why we give people up to 3 minutes. Okay, we got a stopwatch here. We give everybody that wants to come up and talk at least 3 minutes. We believe conversations matter and that we believe people matter. We're not here to create an echo chamber, okay? Different perspectives are welcome. Honest disagreements are welcome here. Tough conversations are welcome. In fact, some of the most controversial things happen when people think differently, right? What we ask is simple. Just respect the dignity of others. That's all we ask. We do not exclude people because they have different opinions. We do not expect everybody to agree, right? That's not realistic. What we do expect is that every single person participates in a way that respects the humanity and the dignity of people around them. One of our core principles is to protect human dignity. That means every person is welcome to participate, but no one is entitled to diminish, degrade, intimidate, or harm others. If someone becomes entitled, disruptive, abusive, or behaves in a way that damages the environment that we're creating for everybody, the moderators here may mute them or place them in a timeout, right? This is not to punish, but as a way to protect the conversation and the people that are participating in the conversation. Our belief is that strong communities do not require constant enforcement, right? We're not the police. They require clear standards and people willing to uphold those standards. When the culture is healthy, most people naturally align with it. Those who do not usually decide for themselves that this is not the place nor the environment that they are looking for. We are not here to tear each other down, folks. We are here to strengthen each other. We are here to listen, to learn, to challenge each other and the ideas respectfully and to elevate the quality of conversations throughout our trucking industry, right? Whether you're a driver, a spouse, an owner operator, a dispatcher, a broker, a shipper, a mechanic, a trucking cashier for crying out loud, or simply someone who cares about the future of trucking, we are glad you're here and thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your voice. And thank you for helping us build the kind of community that we are trying to build. We love you guys. We're thankful that you're here. Again, we will not tear anybody down. We will not allow bullies to tear you down. We the Truckers is in the house. If you have not been to wethetruckers.com yet, I highly encourage anyone who hasn't to maybe go check it out because this is an amazing site, you guys. You want to talk about trucking advocates, great books, great songs, go check it out. All right. So, everybody that's here, welcome in. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the comments. All you guys and gals make it possible for us to get to the FYP, which is our ultimate goal, so that we can get out there and reach all 350 million beautiful Americans. Why? Because the trucking industry is a national emergency right now. It is collapsing on all of us. And the blue collar worker, the middle class American, is going down fast. The only people that are going to save us is ourselves. Let me turn down my air conditioner. Um, the global elites and the corporate giants, they don't care about us, okay? But we do have more power. So let's get involved. Let's stand up shoulder to shoulder. Let's take this on head on and let's get this done. Everything that is said here on this live is for entertainment purposes only, right? We have to say that because of our overlords. So, entertainment purposes only. Trust but verify. Facts over feelings. Please, facts over feelings. Trust but verify and be critical thinkers. Let's be critical thinkers. I tell my children all the time, challenge everything your mother and I are telling you. Well, why, Daddy? Are you lying to me? No, I'm not lying to you, but sometimes somebody will get some information wrong, right? And then what do? We watch Fox News or CNN, and then we go and we're like parrots and we go tell everybody, oh, I saw this on Fox, so it must be true. Oh, I saw this on CNN, it must be true. No, it's BS. All right, so we're going to welcome in Sean, and then we're going to play a song for you guys, and then we're going to start rocking and rolling. Sean, welcome in, brother from another mother. Let's start you off right, bro. Here you go. Ba-bam! Check that out. How do you feel about that? Woo! Love it. Okay, he's muted. All right. So, did you have something to say, man, or you want me to play the song? All right. Everybody that's just tuning in, I highly encourage you, every single person on this live, if you like what they're saying and you align with them and you want to be part of the team here at Truckers Unite Now, I highly encourage you follow everybody, okay? Comment, share, tap that screen if you like what you see, and let's get this more popular so that so we can all get together. That's what social media wants. Hold on one sec. Let me comment here on YouTube. Uh, by the way, what's your name? Jerome, right on, man. I will shout it out. I will shout it out. Thanks for being here, Jerome. I appreciate you, brother, on YouTube. Um, all right, so yeah, everybody, please share, comment, and just support one another, right? Social media is a community, right? So they want truckers to communicate and socialize. They want the medical industry over here with their little group and farmers over here. And this is what it's all about. Right now, I'm currently in Oklahoma, right? I don't know where you are, but you guys are all scattered all over the country. And that's great. We can talk. I think Sean's in, where are you, Sean? I think Indiana, Wisconsin. I don't know. What's your 1020? Tennessee. All right. Oh, Kentucky. See how them truck drivers are? 1 second they're here, and the next second they're already 3 states away. See, especially that guy. All right. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna play y'all a song, and I really want you to listen to the words. Please listen to the words. Let me know in the comments below, please, right away if you can hear it well enough. But this is an amazing song. I'm gonna play you the song, and then I'm gonna tell you how I feel about the song. We're gonna hear about what Sean thinks about the song, and then if anybody wants to start coming up, great. Here we go. All right, this song is by Regal Iron Bull, Voices of the Word. It hit home for me. Here we go. Another morning, another headline. Feels like the whole world's screaming at the same time. But nobody really listens. Yeah, turn on the news and the sky look gray. Same old stories making every day. People throwing hate like it's just a game, but nobody really taking the blame. Kids growing up in the world so loud, everybody touching everybody in the crowd. Trying to stand tall, trying to stand proud, but the pressure of the world weighing people down. Everybody running, but nobody's slow. Everybody talking, but nobody knows what's really going on in the storm that's wrong. Behind the smiles, people barely showing. Can you hear the people searching for a little bit of light? Through the dark, still trying to find, hoping someday we can make it right. Can you feel the heartbeat in every soul? Trying to find where we really belong. Through the pain, we're still standing strong, holding on. Scrolling through the screen, see the anger rise. People throwing hate like it's no surprise. But behind every face and behind those eyes, there's somebody hoping for a better life. Somebody dreaming of a peaceful day. Somebody praying all the pain goes away. But the noise of the world makes it hard to stay. Focus on the light when the sky looks gray. We all got flaws that we try to hide. Every single person fighting something inside. But maybe if we stand a little side by side, we could turn this whole thing around with pride. Hear the voice in the world tonight. People searching for a little bit of light. Through the dark, still trying to fight, hoping someday we can make it right. Can you feel the heartbeat in every soul? Trying to find where we really belong. Through the pain, we're still standing strong, holding on. Look around now, what do we see? Walls going up where love should be. People divided by what they believe, forgetting the power of unity. But I still believe in the good we got, even when the world feels cold and hot. Every small act, every caring part is part of the change that they hate forgot. Maybe one day when the smoke clears out, people gonna see what life's about. Not about the money, not about the clout, but the love we give and the love we shout. Maybe someday we'll see the sun again. Maybe someday all this pain will end. Maybe someday we'll learn to understand every heart beating in this land. Through the chaos and the fear we know, hope still grows. Can you hear the voices in the world tonight? Can you hear the voices in the world? Searching for a little bit of light. Searching for the dark. We're still trying to find. Can you feel the heartbeat in every soul? Trying to find where we really belong. Through the pain, we're still standing strong, holding on. Holding on through the storm until the world finds peace again. All right, so that was it, guys. Let's see, 4 minutes, 34 seconds. What do y'all think? To me, it's a pretty powerful song. It relates to everything that's going on in 2026. All the voices, right? All the voices in our heads, right? Everything on social media, you turn it on, it's just something else that's bad, something that's bad, something that's bad. There's so much bad and nobody's doing anything about it, right? Except there are a few people doing something about it. And I hope that we can encourage every single one of you to get involved, because it's not going to be just one or two people that gets it done. It's got to be all of us, we the people. That's why we the people is so strong. You know, the world today, I feel like our humanity, we've lost our way. You know what I mean? There was a couple, Keith and Stacy, right? Stacy called Sean and I a couple weeks ago, and 55-year-old truck driver in the industry for 36 years, he lost his life. He had a heart attack, right? So Stacy, now 53 years old, you know, they were probably getting ready to retire here in 5, 10 years. Now she's, 36 years with this man. She's going to go the rest of her life without him, right? And this is their golden years. Why are we, everybody is so focused on money and power, which is the oldest thing in the book, right? But we're losing our way, man. What are we doing with our kids and with these electronic boxes? And are we using it for good, or are we just using it to dull our emotions and just keep going, right? Keep working those 90 hours a week. Keep flexing. Oh, I got a third job, man. I'm able to pay my bills. Well, screw that. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? I want to hear what you guys all have to say. Thanks for being here. Sean, what'd you think of the song, man? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, so I mean, the song to me is like pretty much in a nutshell there, right? So it's talking about to me, if we look at that song in the industry, right, with all the ways being down, people, the things that are coming down the pipeline, the 250 Build American Act, all these things. If we came together, we would unite. We so it almost it sounds like the industry asking us to come together, take our voices and let it be heard. It's one of those songs that when you really break it down and use that uh, the melody to the trucking industry, it will actually change the way you actually think about the song. So it's a heck of a song. It's very powerful. It's really what we need in the industry right now. Is to be get out there and flow. Bond together to help fix our industry. I mean, the next 10 years, we're looking at the laws that are coming, autonomous. We're looking at all these bills that they're trying to shove in here. Who knows what's going to happen, right? So I think our voices, we need to start coming together and getting our voices heard because we don't know what after September, when they open up this purse of a bill, what all is going to be in it. So, today we're driving. Uh, September, we could be facing a lot of things that we don't know. So I think the song means, get your voice out there, start practicing it now, start listening, getting it up there but we're gonna need it. But that's what the song relates to me as far as the industry. It is an industry if you listen to it.
Yeah, it's I don't know about all of you, but the deeper that I get in, the deeper that I get into this advocacy, the more I learn about our government, the more I see, thank you, Wild Child, appreciate you, brother. The more that I see, they're very sneaky, okay? And they pass things without permission, like these flock cameras, right? The global elites, the people that have a lot of money, they don't even feel like they need to ask us permission anymore, right? They just go ahead and do whatever they please. They pass whatever they want. They hire a lobbyist to convince Congress and Senate to do what they want to get done, and they don't ask the people. Just because a middle class blue collar worker doesn't have $3 million to give a gift to a representative doesn't mean that their voice is not powerful. And it's wrong, and it needs to change. It needs to go back to like it was in the 1700s where the people mattered. Samantha, welcome in. How are you? Oh,
Sorry, I didn't even realize I was not muted.
okay. I wasn't sure if, yeah, you wanted to talk or what you were doing.
So, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, yeah, great meeting today, by the way. Amazing meeting, and really just excited to be part of what you guys have going. Like, there's just so much happening and positive things because people have finally figured out if we just come together. 2,000 people should not control 350 million. Those numbers don't make sense. That doesn't math. That only happens when people forget who they are and the power that they hold. And man, it's powerful when they wake up. Remember.
That's right. Absolutely. To be quite frank with everybody, I'm just disgusted with how our country's being ran. It's a simple system as far as your life. You're supposed to be able to go to your representatives and tell them your complaints or your ideas or what's going on or something that's wrong, and they are supposed to work for you. That's why we vote them in, right? To represent us. They are our representatives. But that's not happening anymore, in my opinion. That's not what I see. So our main goal is to motivate you all to get involved and do something. And thank you for being here. So Sean and I, next week, we are going to be in Indiana. Sean's going to be on the highway. I'm going to be at the Capitol building, and we are going to try to talk to some folks and ask them, why is this $1 billion highway on the I-70 that's going to get fixed by taxpayer dollars, our dollars, right? Why is that going to then be taxed again with tolls? Why are they planning on putting a toll system up to pay for something that the people have already paid for? And this is the thing. A lot of people are not getting involved seeing where our tax dollars are going anymore. I didn't even start paying attention till last year, till I got involved and started seeing all these problems. Now I'm fully involved. You know what I mean? So yes, it's easier to swallow the red pill and just have complete bliss, but our lives are being destroyed by decisions that we didn't agree on. We didn't agree on the flock cameras, right? And now it's complete surveillance. Anytime something is labeled as safety, I'm going to raise an eyebrow and I'm going to be like, really, safety? I'm not willing, is it saving lost people? And they're telling us that it's saving lost people. Well, where are the hundreds of thousands of kids that are going missing, right? And now you're telling us these flock cameras are what's saving these kids. I don't buy it. Not for a heartbeat. Do we want them saved and found? Of course. But law enforcement needs to just do law enforcement stuff. They need to do their job. All right, we have our first guest up. I'll give you some details on this stuff here in a minute, the I-70, but it's going to be exciting. Um, uh, Rex, welcome in. How are you? Rex, can you hear us? You're breaking up really bad, brother. Really bad.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. How are you?
Georgia.
You're in Georgia?
So I'm not very good. I'm coming out to Georgia. Georgia around in Georgia. I'm getting reluctant. I'm black walking in Georgia. But I'm very much into what you're saying.
Good.
It's a human beings on this planet. It's going to have to start stepping up. Come on.
You're breaking up really bad, brother.
They're killing a planet.
Yeah. We're having a really hard time hearing you, Rex. Can you go outside maybe? All right, we're gonna let Rex have a minute. Also, Rex, Uh, all right, try to go on the balcony and then come back, Rex. And also, we can't say the keyword on TikTok. Okay, our overlords want us to say unalive. So come back. Here, I'll give you an invite real quick. Where'd you go? Oh, now you're gone. Okay, I'll give you guys a few stats on the I-70. This really, I'm not happy about this at all. The toll rates already just to go across the East Coast, like from Chicago to New York, it's about $300, right? 300-400 bucks in a truck. So it's getting overwhelming, right? All these permit fees, registration fees, fuel. It's like, wow, I'm making $500,000 a year and I'm taking home, 100,000, and I'm giving my entire life to this job. And it's not just trucking, it's every industry pretty much. So here we go. I'll give you guys a few statistics. All right. The I-70, major widening major widening and safety upgrades in eastern Indiana, Cambridge, City of Ohio state line. The total cost is over $1 billion, mostly federal funds. But what are federal funds? That's your money. The feds don't make any money. Federal and government money is our money, you guys. All right. There's 3 phases. Work has already started, running through 2026, full completion targeted for 2030. The biggest impacts for trucks: lane additions, better shoulders, and safer ramps. Now, I like that. That sounds good, right? But I'll get to it. Uh, should cut congestion and crashes, allegedly. Key dates: multiple contracts are awarded. Construction is rolling now. Slower traffic and some delays for the next few years while this construction takes place, but a much better highway for trucks once it's done in 2030. Hold on one second. It's on I-70 in Wayne County, Indiana, from just west of Cambridge City all the way to Ohio state line. They're widening the highway by adding a third lane in each direction, replacing and fixing 34 bridges total, and upgrading 2 major interchanges, US 35 and US 40, turning them into modern diamond setups and roundabouts to cut down dangerous weaving. Contract 1 on the east side from US 35 to Ohio is the biggest. That's where most of the widening and interchange work has begun. Contract 2 on the west side is more about repaving and bridge fixing. Contract 3 is in the middle and is still being planned. Bids are in 2027. Work kicked off in spring 2025, so they're already doing it. Contracts 2 started in late 2025. Both main contracts are scheduled to wrap up in 2029. Expect ongoing work through the next 3 years. They're keeping 2 lanes open each way most of the time, but watch for ramp closures, slower speed in work zones, and possible detours, especially around those US 35 and 40. Now, here's where it gets good. They're already trying to get this highway tolled, right? The state applied for federal permission last year to toll the entire I-70 across Indiana. I'll say that one more time for the people in the back. The state applied for federal permission last year to toll the entire I-70 across Indiana, not just the little section we're talking about here. Hang on one sec, guys. For truckers, they're floating 54 cents a mile. That's over $84 to cross the whole state. I'll get to you in one sec, Iceman. Tolling could kick off as early as 2029 as the current upgrades wraps up. They say that gas tax and federal money aren't enough to widen the whole highway to 6 lanes, so they want tolls to pay for it. You point out, yeah, anyways. Okay, so do you guys think that that toll money is going to go towards that, or is it going to go to a third party outside of our country? Because that's what is happening with all the other states. We're sick and tired of it, and we're fighting back. Iceman, welcome in, brother. How are you? Let's get you a gift.
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm good, man. A little upset about you know all these global elites and the government just constantly screwing us. It's a dude, enough is enough, man.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, US 35. When did they? Does anybody know when they started that highway coming? US 35 comes up through Virginia and all the way up to Ohio.
Well, it said last year they started, and they're planning on finishing in 2029. So they
Have
are.
you been down that highway lately?
I haven't. It's been like 4 or 5 months since I've been down that
Wow,
highway.
man, that thing needs some work.
Does it?
Oh yes, there's some pretty rough areas in there.
Right, right. I know. It's
Yeah,
just like Kingman, Arizona or Memphis, Tennessee, right? There's a lot of places that need work, but here's the thing. There's enough tax dollars, right, to coat all of our highways with silver. All right? An eighth inch of silver. We could coat our entire infrastructure, but we don't. There's all these masks of, oh yeah, it's gonna cost $1 billion, but in reality, they're gonna put some money in their pocket while they're doing it. Everybody's getting bribed and gifts and all this other crap, and what we need is not happening. Or if it does happen, we're going to pay 5 times more than what it actually costs to fix it, right?
yeah,
So 20 years ago, what cost you, I don't know, $5,000 to live now costs $20,000 a month to live. So it's like, when is enough enough? So dude, we need people getting involved. We need people taking the torch and running with it. That's what we're doing next week. We're going to go to the Capitol in Indiana, and we're going to try to talk to some folks and
awesome.
I don't know the right word. We're trying to expose all this, just like Nick Shirley did with the Somalians in what was it, Minneapolis? Did you see all that or no? Yeah,
Yeah,
we're doing the
I
same
saw
thing.
that.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
it's like because it seems like every state that I go through, there's construction areas that's not being finished up as well.
right.
And and I go around a lot of roundabouts too. Now some of the roundabouts are pretty big enough for us 18 wheelers, but I have been through some roundabouts that, man, they were, it was a truck route. It was a truck route, and they
Wow.
put a roundabout in there, and they, for some reason, they put flowers and all that creative, decorative stuff
Oh
in the middle
yeah,
of it. And so here I am. I have to drag my damn tandems through that. I'm like, why? Why would you engineer something like that?
yeah. Because they need,
It's just a waste of money.
yeah, they need to show like they're actually doing something, so they can secretly put part of that in their pocket. That's why. And enough is enough. Americans are not paying attention. So it's time that we expose all these people that are doing this, and hopefully it'll take off. I think that it will. We think that it will, you know? Um, let's see. Sean, where'd you go, brother? You're down there.
Just wanted to pop in and say hello.
Right on. So what do you think about that, Iceman? Are you okay with $89 now to go on the I-70? Actually, let me ask you this first. Have you gone around the tolls that are already there? How many times have you gone around to avoid the tolls with the I-70 through Indiana?
Well, I'm with a company that pays the tolls.
Okay,
So,
gotcha.
the question is here, like you asked, is the money actually going toward our infrastructure? Um,
And not only that,
I think part of that is a no.
not only that, Iceman, you got to think about this, right? If the carrier doesn't have to pay all these expenses that are not going to what they should be going to, they could give you more money. You should be making 3 or 4 times more than you make right now for what you give, for the sacrifice that you give every day, for the time that you give every day, for the risks that you take every single day, for the anxiety that builds up in your body every day. Dude, you should be getting paid 3 or 4 times more. And maybe the carrier could do that if they didn't have to pay for all these tolls. You know what I mean? I mean, just because a company. Go ahead.
You said it right? So if you look at Indiana already, right, on up on the 80 corridor, right? It's already they're already utilizing that money and sending it overseas. They're sending it to Australia. They're using their investment from their 401k for Australians. Their money goes over here to help us build that road. But yeah, they're charging. It's $95. That's exactly what it is to go across it right now. So now we're going to give them more money. I mean, that thing's running at about $1 billion a year. Uh, that is insane. And so we got to look at it. Not only we're paying for a road, now you're going to put it into a toll road to give it to another country. But this is what we voted for, right? Was for America first, put our jobs back here. Okay, now you're putting our jobs back, but yet you're going to allow I-70 possibly to come in as a toll road, which we're seeing it. I did interviews with people already around there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the left's is coming across the street. They're going to put a roundabout in there, and they're going to be ready for the toll road." So, like, we haven't even given the okay 100%. They're building it like it's a toll road. So these are the things that, well, I mean, they are building it for a toll road. I mean, he straight up said that they're preparing for the toll to come in, and the people that live around there, they're totally against it, which we should be as well because. We're already paying for that infrastructure to be built. 3-lane highway with bridges all being brand new, the whole 9 yards. So, yeah, no, it's a good point that you bring it up. Is it going to our infrastructure? Probably not. If we were to pay the money that we're going to pay.
How much is it to cross over the GW Bridge now with an 18-wheeler?
Isn't it about $100?
It's $102 or $105. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure I know it's over 100. It's 102 or 105.
Yeah, it's expensive. About $100. And how bad is that toll? How bad is that bridge? Pretty gnarly, right? Pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
You know what it is? It's like it's just overwhelming how, as a citizen, it's like no matter how hard you try, your voice is not heard. We just listened to a song about it, right? About how there's so much noise, but your voice isn't counted. It's like only the global elites are being heard to build a data center or these flock cameras, and they're not even asking our permission anymore. They just feel like, oh, what's the Constitution? What's the Bill of Rights? What's the Declaration of Independence? We'll just do this, and nobody's going to do anything about it. And you know what? They've been right for years, but they're not right anymore. There are a lot of people stepping up, and we're just sick of it. Misfit, welcome in, man. How you doing? Let me there we go.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. How you doing?
Well, pretty good, guys. How are y'all today? It's been a minute since I came in here and
Yeah.
working my butt off, but on the toll things, it's about 105 to go over the GWB. On average, we spend as truck drivers annually. We spend probably in the neighborhood of $15 billion annually on tolls. Okay, that's an average of about $2,100 for owner operators per owner operator, right, per truck.
Right.
So,
Right.
for long haul drivers, we're looking at about $10,000 annually, ten to $12,000 annually, and that, given the money that we're spending on these tolls, is not reflecting the infrastructure that we see. Right?
Exactly. Correct.
Look, I gotta get 2 new steer tires put on, and I'm in a brand new truck, guys. I'm a brand new 2026 567.
Yep.
I have
There's 2K.
right. I have 73,000 miles on this truck now, and I have to go and get 2 new steer tires and the right front ball joint replaced because of I-70 going through Indiana. It's just, it's amazing. Amazing. Yes, excellence. So, I mean, the amount of money that we're spending is astronomical. We're not, I mean,
But I've seen an uptick in road construction over here on the East Coast.
Right.
There's a lot of resurfacing going on right now. Um, but the major metropolitan areas of where I travel, the roads are still not up to par.
Garbage. Garbage.
They're just crumbling more and more day after day. And every time it rains, we get another pothole. You know what I mean? And it's just,
Yep.
when's it going to stop? You know, I mean, I could take what I spend on tolls because I run a lot of Northeast, from Northeast to the South and Northeast over to the Midwest.
Man,
I spend a lot in tolls, guys.
you're a better man than me.
I mean, I'm spending on an average week. I'm probably spending close to $600 in tolls.
Wow. Now let me ask you something. Are you an owner operator?
I'm a lease purchase.
Lease purchase, okay. But you pay for it all. So do you get it from the broker? Do you get it in addition to the line haul, or does it just are you not able to negotiate that anymore?
I'm not. I can negotiate some of my loads, but for the majority, because I am a lease operator, and my company is more like a freight brokerage company with its own trucks.
Okay.
So they lease their trucks out. But they have the brokers, and I can negotiate with some of those brokers on some of these loads. Like if they send me a load for say 4,400, and they're like, "Well, this is what I got," blah blah blah. I'm like, "Okay, well, I got to go over to George Washington. I'm going to this receiver, which is going to cost me anywhere from $250 to $350 for a lumper." You know, they'll come back and they'll add a little more money to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for the most part, I don't work with a lot of brokers. I'm creating relationships with outside brokers. That way, when I finish paying my truck off and I go on my own, I have a pool and a network to work from.
Good.
But,
Good.
I mean, it's still as a lease and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, you're not a true owner operator." I am a true owner operator. I don't care what anyone says. When I'm spending, you know, look, this load I'm on right now, I got $1,500 in fuel to go 50. You know, what is it? Well, like 1,300 miles. So I calculate my fuel. I have to, and I pay off my own card for that fuel. I don't get a fuel discount because I'm not using their card.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it kind of works better for me, only because I'm getting the benefit of my credit card. You know, I'm building my credit, so on and so forth. But yeah, like I I consider myself an owner operator because I'm putting the money out, even though I'm not putting it out of my pocket instantly right there. It comes out of my settlement.
Yeah, don't listen to other people, man. Other people are gonna say all kinds of crap. Don't listen to them. You know?
I'm grossing. My truck grosses anywhere from $85 to $11,000 a week. You know,
Okay.
I think that's pretty damn good.
That's decent. Yeah. That's
You
decent.
know, again,
Should be 3 times that, but you know.
it should be.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I'm never gonna give that up. Never.
I mean, for refrigerated freight, I think refrigerated freight is almost where it needs to be. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not rocket science. We're not hauling big, heavy. I mean, yeah, we're hauling 80,000 pounds, but given the time that we spend at shippers and receivers, I think it needs to be up a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Well, I know the I-70, you know, for years I've always taken the I-70 to get away from the I-80. And here they are now. They know that, and that's why they're doing this. Anything it's
The I-80 corridor. I mean, I love running the 70, 40, 44 you know, the I-40, 44 corridor.
Yep.
Even the I-20s and the I-10s back in the day, 10, 15 years ago, it was smooth going.
Right.
I-80, I-90 used to be jam-packed all the time. Same thing with I-70. And now I'm seeing, because I do run out Midwest a lot, I-90 coming out of the or the Northeast across New York down into PA. through Ohio is a lot faster than dropping down through Connecticut over to PA or Jersey and then running I-80 across. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Back in the day, you get on I-90, it was bumper to bumper traffic from Buffalo all the way over to the state line.
Well, I mean, there's more people on the East Coast too, Midwest, East Coast. You know what I mean? There's more population growth, but you know, the main thing we're talking about here is enough is enough, man. And the only people that are going to save us is us. Nobody's coming. The government, they're not going to do anything.
I've said this before in you guys' live. The only way we're going to be able to get a change to actually happen is if we get off our asses, get home when we have local elections, and we start voting for congressmen and senators.
True.
It's proven that most Americans don't vote for these people.
Well, that's why the rates are up right now. Why do you think the rates are so high right now?
Yeah.
One of the reasons, you know?
Yep.
Occupy, the truck driver. Occupy, it's the oldest book in it's the oldest trick in the book, and it's working. Hook, line, and sinker. You know.
You know, Misfit, well, 65% of the logistics industry votes in the presidential election, which is great. It's high above the national average. And 70% of those people vote by absentee ballot. When they do, only 18% vote in the local elections. That's killing us.
Which one's more important, people? Come on.
Those are the ones that we need to elect because those are the ones that are creating the laws.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? And if we want our laws changed, we need to stop allowing. And I don't want to sound racist. In the temperature of our country right now, a lot of stuff that's being said or wants to be said sounds racist, and it's not racist. This is an American. I'm an American citizen, a United States citizen, American. And this is how I feel about my country at the moment. We cannot afford to allow foreigners to hold seats in our government because the foreigners who are holding these seats in our government are turning our laws against us.
Are you talking about dual citizenship foreigners or any foreigners? Because we're technically all foreigners, bro. You mean dual citizenship, right?
Right.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
CDL. So I'm saying, like, if you're not an American-born citizen, if you're not born here with an American-born birth certificate, you should not be able to hold any type of public seat or position or anything like that because those seats are meant for Americans, for United States citizens. And when you have someone who comes over here, spends 10 years or 5 years, says, oh, I'm going to go run for this or run, and they get elected to hold these seats, that's hurting us. And we're watching it in real time.
Well, we need to protect our values, right? We need to protect our values, our country's spirit. You know, we need to protect the things that have been protected for the last 250 years, no matter what happens. You know, now there's some stuff we can grow with. Yeah. I mean, as human beings, we should always be growing, right? And learning and accepting a few things. But we've had enough, man. Misfit, I hope everybody that's watching gets involved and does something. And we're going to show you guys this upcoming next week. We're going to show y'all how we do it. And I hope everybody follows in every single state across the nation. I would argue that everybody needs to just not work and change things for the better. I mean, what's the point in even working? Honestly, right now, what's the point? The harder you work, the more the goalpost gets moved out. You know what I mean?
Question, Vince?
Yeah.
How long should you live in a country before you should have a voice in what happens in that country? How long should you pay taxes? How long should you contribute to that society and its economy? Like, is 10 years long enough? Is 20 years long enough? I wasn't born here. I mean, how long is it? I'm just curious. How long is enough?
That's a good question. That goes above my pay grade. And you know as well as I do, there's 1,000 different opinions on that one. That's a hard topic.
And as someone who comes here from another country, your voice can be heard if you become a citizen. If you become a documented, registered, bona fide citizen, your voice still can be heard through the voting polls. But to hold a public office or a public seat or a position, I think that should be strictly restricted just to national born United States citizens. Because at the end of the day, this is our country. This is our
saying.
Yeah.
this is our country. This is our government. This is our way of life. And when people come here, you guys are supposed to assimilate to our way of life, and we're not seeing that.
And like we did when we got here. Anyway,
it's like if I was to move to Ireland, I would give up all my American ways and go and become as much Irish as I could, because that's the culture. Or if I moved anywhere in the world, like I want to go to Egypt, I would love to go to Egypt.
That's actually a really small problem compared to what we're dealing with here, Misfit. Like I agree with you on that subject, but that is such small potato. Well, it's not really small potatoes, but compared to what we're doing, that's a whole other topic for a whole other organization, you know. But I hear what you're saying, dude. Yeah.
At the end of the day, when it comes down to who we put in the office for voting and so on and so forth, that's where it begins. That's how we're going to get our changes. If we get out and go to these local elections and start voting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we can sit here all day on social media and talk about how we can change things, but ultimately, and Bob, Trucking with Bob, says the same thing over and over. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Call your congressmen. Call your senators. And that's the stepping stone to where we need to be to implement change nationally for everybody to see better. And
well, and not only that, Misfit, on that subject, I just want to add to that. When you get out and vote, what I will not do, and I'm guilty, I'm the first, I'll be vulnerable, I'll be the first one to admit it. I used to vote for a color. I used to vote for one side only, and I'm not doing that anymore. Red and blue, it shouldn't, you know. My grandparents, my grandmother was a Democrat, my grandfather was a Republican, and they'd have their little tiffs, you know, and their little cute arguments during midterm elections and presidency. They never let it like hurt their relationship. But you know, my grandmother would vote for a Republican if the Democrats weren't doing what she needed, right, for her life, and vice versa with my grandpa. So we really need to get away from voting for a color, and we really need to start educating ourselves as an citizen. You are supposed to be an informed citizen. I mean, my personal opinion is, if you don't even know who the representatives are that are running, why are you even voting? Seriously, don't just vote for someone. Like, I mean, some people say that that's better than nothing, but I disagree with that. I think you should be an informed citizen, educate yourself. I mean, this is your life. This is your future. This is your country. Could be your life. It could literally be your life who you're voting for, right? You don't know. Global war, hello. You know what I mean? So,
not to cut you off, but can you move the like, share, and comment over to the left a little bit? People can't actually invite to come up because it's right up underneath the smiley face.
I thought, yeah, see, I don't have it over there. I have it on the other side. Does that work or no?
There you go. Now we can connect.
Okay, perfect. All right, Iceman, you got any last words, brother? We're gonna get some more people up here. Keep this moving. You got any last words?
No, sir. I'll drop out and let somebody else come up, and just wanted to drop in and put my 2 pennies in here, and stay safe out there, brother.
Right on, man. You too. Take care.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. All right, guys. If anybody wants to come up, go ahead and send an invite. I'll invite a few people up. Let's see. Let's see if Bobby will come up. I always think that Bobby is the other Bobby Loads, but he's not. Um, how you doing?
Shit, living the dream, but don't let me lie to you.
Yeah. What do you think about these tolls?
Ain't right? Hey, I know you. I know you at Louisville.
Oh, Bobby, where'd you go? Bobby. Skateboard, welcome in.
Hey, no, yeah, I just wanted to say, people don't never vote for like the Congress and the Senate, and they're the people who make the laws. You know what I mean? The president and vice president, all that, they don't do anything except sign it. You know what I mean? But and like you were saying, you need to investigate these people. You know what I mean? They can throw up a facade. You know what I mean? And lie to the public, which they mostly all do.
Mhm.
That's one of the worst. You know what I mean? And yeah, you got to go out and vote. You can't just vote Republican or Democrat like I used to do too. You know.
Right.
You know. You know. You know.
I do.
But yeah, you really got like dude was saying misfit. He was saying and how Bob talks about it too. He's just like, yeah, you got to vote for Congress and Senate. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones who make the laws, and so we got to get people to do that. Because yeah, I'm guilty of just going on one side. Just
Me too. Me too.
It's just not for Congress and the Senate. It's your local government as well. It's your mayors. It's your state's attorney. It's everybody. Indeed. At the end of the day, you gotta vote local, and you gotta think local on a national level. Because when you just sit and think national level all the time, look where we're at. Look at what we have. Who's representing us now? They are not the cream of the crop. I'm sorry. Right?
It's pretty sad.
Some of them are embarrassment.
yes.
All right, guys, hold on.
Using the block camera by going to your local, like your county commissioner, mayors. That's what they're using. They're not using senators. They're not using the state representatives. They're using county commissioners to get block cameras passed. So you're right. If you don't vote for your lowest guys, the changes are going to be still there. So yeah, 100%. So I'm on the money.
Yeah. Well, Misfit, thanks for coming up, brother. We're gonna get to some other drivers. You can come back in line if you want. All right. Hey, thanks for coming back. Yeah, I was wondering what happened to you.
Yeah, I was following you, and for some reason now I'm not, but I'm gonna follow you again. So
I got banned. I'll probably get banned again soon. Yeah.
so that could be. And I'd like because I still have Sean as a follower, and I still follow Sean. But yeah, it's been so long, and I've been busy so much, and I just haven't really been on. But hey, you guys have a good night.
You too, brother. Take care, man.
You as well, man.
All right. So skateboard, what do you think about this I-70 tolls? Are you excited about spending $90 every time to go across it? Does that sound exciting when you're
Well, I'm sure my company would be just fine with it, but when I go owner op, yeah, that's gonna be an issue. You know what I mean?
Either
We'll have to
way.
discuss that.
Either way, it's coming out of your pocket. Whether you're a company or owner operator doesn't matter. It's coming out of your pay.
It is. It is,
You know.
especially, like my company says, watch out for the Philadelphia, the Pennsylvania, the highest in the nation toll right there. We can't travel. We're not supposed to travel that, and the Texas 130. I think it's the 130. The Austin, the fastest highway in the United States, like 85.
Mhm.
Like I don't know what the tolls are there, but they're high, just like the Pennsylvania one. The I-70 one, same thing, dude. And I read upon a little bit that it's owned by like Australia or something. Is that right?
Um, there are a lot of third-party vendors that are. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, I don't see.
You're breaking up, Sean. You're breaking up. He moves around too much. I swear, he's in Florida one day, the next day he's in California, then he's in Ted. Dude, I thought we are on the move. We are on the move. Speaking of which, guys,
I disagree with other countries having companies in the United States. You know what I mean? I've been to 15 countries, and I didn't see any U.S. companies that were operating. Well, but I was only there 3 weeks, but you know what I mean. But I didn't see any. And I don't know, like why are they making a profit off our buck? Off our sweat. Come on, man.
now you're asking the right questions. Now you're asking the right questions. Why is everybody making a fortune off our back? How is it that we're making 400 grand a year, but we're keeping 120, 130? That's not right. It's our life out here in the truck. You know what I mean? We're not going to be able to enjoy our retirement, right? And I don't understand why people don't think this way. It's hazard pay. It should be hazard pay. You know, my opinion, we should be similar to the military where you have a 20-year career and then you have a pension the rest of your life. 2 million miles, you're done. You've already thrashed your body at 2 million miles. What do you think that does to you? Here, I'll show you a picture what it does.
Even when you fight fires, you know what I mean? In the Forest Service, when you go on a fire, you get 24-hour hazard pay. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that back then, 15, 20 years ago, was like $25 an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely ludicrous. All right. Hang out for 1 sec, skateboard. We're gonna get to Bobby and see what he has to say. All right.
You bet, man.
All right.
I'll be on side.
All right. Bobby. Bobby 2.0, not Bobby Loads. Welcome in. How are you, brother? Let's get you a gift.
How are you?
I'm good, man. Doing our thing, man. Fighting crime and taking names.
At Louisville, first of all.
Okay.
Second of all, I do not agree with this new law. Nope. No. We gotta make money. I mean, as a owner operator, I totally agree with what you guys are saying. Been out here for 19 and a half years as an owner op. You can't make no money when they're taxing you like that.
That's right.
I get it. I mean, come on, look at the diesel prices. Can't do it. All right. There's no money with the freight rates.
Correct.
I mean, I'm
Correct.
willing to go back to a company driver at this point. I mean, I know Sam at Thinking About a Quarter, personally. I met Sean. I met you, both at Louisville. I mean, no, we can't do this shit. We have to stand together
Yes.
as drivers. We got to. If we
Bye-bye
don't,
now.
yes.
Where's mine?
If we don't, the country is going to fall. And we are here. We all bust our butts. Keep it clean.
Yeah.
But you all know what I mean. We busted. I mean, I remember leaving the house with 3 logbooks and a 64 pack of crayons. We redid them. Kept going.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I mean, thanks for your hats off. I mean, don't hand the wrong one to DOT. That will be a mistake.
I remember.
Hey, there you go, young man. I mean, we got a OG outlaw trucker, right? Yeah, a little bit. I've been out here. Yeah, I didn't say that. No, that's hypothetical.
Yeah, right. Right.
I mean, I've been out here for 27 years. I mean, so, yeah, now I just wanted to jump in, say, hey, I mean, I totally agree. We gotta change this shit, or if not, we're done.
You said it. I'll go home now. You said it.
Yeah,
I,
right.
I got nothing else to talk about now.
West evening,
Yeah.
Sam, love your face. I see you in the bus corner. Sean, met you at MATTS. Young man, I met you at MATTS. You probably don't know, but we all shook hands. So have
Yeah.
a great evening. I'm up to bed. Right on, Bobby.
Later, Bobby. Have a great night.
Bottom rules. Good night.
It's over there, he's west side.
All right. Bobby's having a good old night over there. Bobby's having a great night.
I'm starting to also.
Good. Good.
Sorry.
All right. That's okay. That's okay. So everybody get your phones ready. I'm going to give you a QR code. If you're interested, go ahead and take a screenshot if that works. Should work. This is a mental health booklet, free for all to read. Wait, let me go back out. There we go. Now take a screenshot of it.
Got it, sir.
Yep, yep. What's this say, moderator? Sean, okay. And so, anyways, this mental health book is absolutely free. It's 120 pages. It's about mental health, how it starts in the driver's seat. It's about the seat. It's not just a seat, talking a little bit about the seat, missing home while keeping America moving, right? The mental load of no control, right? Because they regulate the living daylights out of us. Uh, where basic needs become stress, like using the restroom, right? The road wears on the mind, how it messes with your head. You're never just driving. Fatigue is more than being tired. Isolation, social media, and the search for connection. How many drivers are just staying in their trucks instead of getting out talking to each other like they used to? How about the CB? Where the hell did the CB go, right? It's all by design. Remember, they have done this. The global elites have done this by design to put you right where they want you. Huh?
I do both, man. I get out. Sometimes I just want to hide. Sometimes I just want to get out. If I see, especially another mountain driver around, I'm out there talking with them. If someone comes up to me, I'm out there talking because I'd rather be out there than in there. You know what I mean? But sometimes just there's no one out to talk to, so you just want to be alone. But yeah.
UF,
Yes, it should be. It should be mandatory. CBs.
that's right.
That's all I gotta say.
UF says, I've never run across any drivers from here on the road yet. Laugh out loud. Well, UF, we're all over the place all the time, man. So just be looking for us. I ran into Ghost Trucker. Ghost Trucker, yeah, that's his name. He's doing tattoos now, but he used to do social media all the time. Hell, he was live every day. Bobby.
What about that truck with all the blades? That black truck with all like Mad Max, all those blades, like mounted. Everyone's seen him, but I've never seen him live. But I think you met the guy.
Yeah, I met him at well, I can't even say where we were at, but yeah, I met him. Yeah, I have his phone number actually. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, what were you gonna say, Sean?
Yeah, we chased each other around for like what, 6 hours that one day.
Oh yeah.
Just like miles apart, but we were in a hurry. We weren't stopping.
Yep, yep. We're around.
Keep the door shut. Keep the door shut. That's for sure.
That's right. So UF, you just gotta. We're around, man. We're at all kinds of different truck stops all the time. I'm in Oklahoma City right now, but I won't be here for long. After the live, I'm gone. All right. So we got financial stress, rides in the cab too. We got the truck stop is supposed to be rest, but is it? The warning signs we ignore, and we got what recognition makes possible. So it's a great book, guys. I highly suggest you go check it out. It's for free. It's for you. We're doing our best. A lot of changes are coming, and I hope that you all get involved with us. And we're going to show you some fun stuff next week. I hope you guys tune in. It'll probably be Sean. What do you think? Like Tuesday? Probably Tuesday, huh? That's kind of where we're not.
That's why we're.
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's see. Maximus.
Did you talk about Wednesday? What's happening on Wednesday?
No, I haven't. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't want to talk about it. I just want you to talk about it.
Uh remind me again. Remind me again what Wednesday is. Oh. Well, I got it.
Stops. We're gonna be truck stops. We're gonna be doing some barbecuing with drivers. Talk about mental health, things that's going on in the industry, and having that.
It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Having that the talks that people don't want to talk about. Some call it politics, some call it, whatever you want to call it. But we call it here. Our industry needs to be fixed, and we need to talk about it. So Wednesday, starting at 12 o'clock, there's going to be several people that we do at our roundtable. It's going to be on our live. We're going to in here. And we're going to bounce around. So they're going to be all across the country. If you guys want to participate, all you got to do is just reach out to us, send us a message. feel free. Throw out a hot dog, a grill, or hamburgers, whatever you want to do. We got some guys that are even going to buy pizza at the truck stop and actually hand it out by their truck. So what we want to do is just talk about mental health, and if they know anybody, get them the book, get them that free book out here that you just all you do is stand next to them. And have that conversation. Let's bring that brotherly hood, that sisterhood back to our industry. And wherever you're at in the country, let's make it start there. If 20 of us out doing it, now we got 40 people. If we touch talking one person each, that's 40 people. Let's get the girls back in the truck. Let's put the chairs back in here. Let's bring back Party Row back in the back of the truck stops like it once used to be. And let's fix our industry together.
Yep. So I could play. I didn't forget, but yeah. So we're gonna be doing a barbecue, and we're gonna just try to show drivers. Like Driver Appreciation Week, right? What happens? You're on the road, and the office staff is enjoying Driver Appreciation Week, right? They're getting all the gifts, they're getting all the swag. It's real fun, right? To come in, all the food's gone. You've worked a 14-hour day and everything's gone, right? Isn't that fun on Driver Appreciation Week? Yeah, it's great.
Oh,
It's
Driver Appreciation Week. That's for all the office workers, man. What are you talking about?
I know it's never been for us.
Whatever driver might be at the terminal at those times.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. It's never about us. So we're gonna do our own thing, and it makes sense, right? If you want something done right, you gotta what? Do it yourself, right?
Do
So
it
this,
yourself.
yeah. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna have a bunch of people up, and we're gonna keep doing stuff like this, right? We'll blow them up. So Dave's live in Texas, and then we got Sean over here in Florida. Sam's in Kansas doing her barbecue, and then Vinny Badagucci's over here in Oklahoma. So that's it. Should be fun. It should be fun, and we're hoping that it gets bigger and bigger. And every 15th of the month, we get together. This is how we gonna fight. Go ahead.
Get the 15th of every month. Just throw a barbecue wherever you're at. Boom, 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 and start serving. Is that
Yep.
what the
Yeah.
is that what the cue is?
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down with that.
Yep.
Then we're going to use social media. So if you're in that area, you know that, I stay at the 154. You know what I mean? Or Fences in Nevada, the TA, wherever we're at. I can be at the mall, like my mall, the big truck stops now where I like to be at. But, so that it's get that message out there and talk about the industry and bring united people together, right? That don't rely
So,
on
like,
and we can fix it if we do it together.
during this time, is there a way to connect? Like we could just be like on social media, be like connect here. I'm here, and what I mean. Like I got all these drivers serving where we're at, and
Yeah.
like I don't know, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Playing doing it all day long.
All day for the drivers, by the drivers, for each other, because nobody treats it. Not a lot of people treat us right, correct? So we got to treat each other right. We're gonna get so powerful. We're gonna get so united that we're going to stop all this madness. Like using our tax dollars to fix the road that should be fixed anyways on the I-70, and then trying to charge us a toll afterwards, and then give that money to a different country. What is going on here, man? I thought we cared about us, our country. What happened?
Right?
I mean, I'm not. Go ahead.
I want to know, on the same lines, I want to know, like what I said earlier, how are these international companies surviving and our American companies shutting down doors? You know what I mean? Like, wait, what's really going on here? Is this like a blueprint of something going on? Like we all know. You know what I mean? It's not right. You know what I mean? It's not right. It's taken out of our pockets, of course. Yeah.
No carriers.
Crap out.
No carriers allowed outside of this country for the American economy. No brokers allowed to operate outside.
Carriers in Europe. I've been there. 15 different countries. I didn't see one American company there.
That's it.
Even in Cairo. Man, yeah, it was in Cairo. Yeah, it's in Islam. We were scared. We thought we were getting kidnapped from ISIS, but they were all friendly, and they wanted that American dollar, and it was pretty cheap. But they were all friendly. Anyways,
Wow.
and the roads, man, watch out for the potholes because they don't fix that crap. Yeah, you see families on like scooters with 3 wheels, whole families in houses just going down the highway, and they just avoid the potholes. And we're like, oh my god, I'm glad we didn't drive. We took a taxi through there. But yeah,
Wow.
what I'm saying is like I didn't see American companies over there.
Wow. Exactly.
Just saying.
Exactly. No, the only American companies that you see that are in other countries are American business owners that are hiring cheap labor in other countries instead of hiring American citizens. And you know exactly who you are too. I don't agree with it. I don't want a Ferrari or two Ferraris if it's off the backs of Americans. You know what I mean? If yeah, I'm not interested in being a millionaire off cheap labor. I'm just not. You know, if I can hire 5 Americans and I'm just middle class because of it, so be it. You know, and I think that we all should have that mindset, that patriotic thought of helping your neighbor first. You know, that's right. Where did he go? Not watching. Okay, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read just a little sample of the book, and
That book is that from Susan Health over the road? I don't know. I don't.
no, nope, this is something different. I know who you're talking about, though. Do you have a second TikTok going in the background? Because I hear myself echoing off your phone.
No, I got an external speaker going on. Sorry, man.
Oh, gotcha. It's all good. All right. So the seed is not just a seed. All right. Hang on one sec. The seed is where the day starts. Before the freight moves, before the phone calls, before the first construction zone, before the traffic backup, before the first dock delay, the driver sits down. The seat becomes the driver office. It becomes the driver workspace. It becomes the driver's chair, break room, waiting room, control center, and sometimes the only place that they have to exist for hours at a time. That's why we call it the rolling prison. To someone outside the industry, it may look like just a seat. To a driver, it can become the first place where the body starts paying the price, a very heavy price. You sit for hours. Your spine is compressed. Your hips get stiff. Your lower back starts aching. Your shoulders stay tight from holding the wheel. Your neck keeps turning to check the mirrors. Watch traffic. Watch blind spots and stay aware of everything that is happening around you. Your knees sit in the same position. Your ankles work like pedals. Your wrist and hands stay ready to perform a safety maneuver at any given time. The seatbelt digs in. The road vibrates underneath you. The truck moves, bounces, leans, shakes, and your body absorbs every mile. The truck mile after mile, day after day. So this is that's just one page of 120. You guys are interested in reading it, downloading it for yourself, getting it for someone else. Um, there you go. Get ready to take a screenshot of bottle if you choose to do so. There you go. That's for TikTok. TikTok paddywhack. Give a dog a bone. And there you go for YouTube. All right. Give me just 1 second here. That's right. That's right. Let's see. Who's No High? Let's invite Mr. No High up. Pastime for a Change. If you're not following Pastime for a Change, he's here with us right now. Let's see. I'll read some more of these comments. Florida Sarah, you want to join us on that barbecue? I mean, if it gets big, you're going to be doing it anyway, right? So what do you think, Sarah? We'll get you up on the big screen if you do.
Yeah, yeah, we want gotta order one of them like aprons, you know what I mean? Something funny on it.
There we go. Something silly, something funny. Just so everybody knows, we have lives. We're gonna cut it short today here in about 10 minutes, but because I got to get to Indianapolis, Indiana for all of us. We do lives on Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific, Fridays, 5 p.m. Pacific, here on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and X. We're going to be interviewing drivers on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to be making videos over the weekend. So I hope you all support us. It's going to be exciting. And you know what? I think we're going to get somewhere because it's time for all of us to act. Not just me, not just Sean, not just Sam, not just skateboard, but all of us, not just FOPT, Pastime for a Change, Charles Claiborne, Morning Coffee with Bob. You know, these are all people that really do care about the industry, but we need more help. You know, there's 350 million Americans in this country. 2 million truck drivers ran this country for decades, for decades. But then what happened in 2018? Well, 1.5 to 2 million truck drivers, double, were added in 2018 and 2019. So, what do you think that did to the rest of us that were doing just fine? We were doing just fine, running the economy just fine. And then we had to absorb that. That's where a lot of these problems are coming from the men and women that aren't listening to the blue collar worker, the one that's in the seat making the decisions every day. They just pile more on us. And enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Why don't we hold those people accountable that made that happen, bring in those 2 million foreigners and lied to Congress or Senate or whoever they had to lie to fucking get all these fools over here? Why don't we hold them accountable for that? And who are they?
Exactly. Um, Nick Nick Spurlock says hello. Thank you. Thank you to the truckers. Well, you're very welcome, Nick. Thank you for saying thank you. We appreciate you. Um, we don't hold them accountable because not enough of us get involved. We say things like, that's government funded. No, it's not. There's no such thing as government funded. Wait a minute. You mean taxpayer funded? When you go and you buy something and there's a tax on that, that tax goes to the government or the state, right? State taxes, federal taxes. And then our representatives are supposed to spend the money back on us, but that's not what they do. And now we're getting taxed like 40%. How do y'all like getting taxed 40%? Does it feel good? Because I don't like it
They
anymore.
will get tax free. All of them fools that fly in jets and go to around the world wherever they want, and their families get voted in, and like it's just a big corruption ring. We all know that. Well, what's anyone going to do about that? Let's go.
Let's do it. And we expect criminals to lock up criminals. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So let's see. Pastime for a Change says you would have to hold the actual senators and representatives accountable. Now that sounds like a plan. So we the people, where are you? Where's we the people at? Where are you?
Everywhere, and they all think the same thing. But you get squashed by local. How do you where do you start the action at? You know what I mean? Voting is what Bob and a lot of others say. Voting and being educated, making an educated vote, not just pushing a button and saying, "Oh, red or blue." You know what I mean? It's investigating these people. Well, you're taking a gamble because they could say one thing and do the other. We all seen that. I mean, we've been alive. The same senators in Congress have been in power since I was born, 1973. Same damn people or same damn families in Coachella, California, where I'm from, but I don't know no longer exist. But it's the same thing around.
Yep.
Until we're
Yep.
not here no more. How long is it going to go?
Yeah. And I, for one, I'm fed up.
It's scarier now, though, to be voting on what people are actually saying without investigating because there is so much AI that now these politicians can actually use AI to find out what actually everybody's talking about in the community or in their state, and start using those as hitter points, right, to get elected. And I think that's one of the things that I'm actually going after right now is getting a bill to where if you're a politician, you cannot use AI in your campaign in your campaign reps because, but once they start doing that, I mean, it's not a game changer for them. I mean, literally, they always say if a politician is living through it, he's lying. You know, those are facts. So, yeah, I think it's something now that you need to research all the way. Do not take it for what they say and be like, oh, well, that's great. See if they're actually looking at it. For example, just in my community, the guy saying, hey, I'm not for data centers. Like, no, I don't want data centers here. But then somebody actually did the research and they found out that they invested in data centers. So it's like, okay, so what are we doing? Are you not, or do you are? Because money's showing that you are, but you're saying that you're not. So these are things that you have to do the research all the way from the bottom before you make the decision. And the most obviously that's what they say.
They make it hard to research, so you got all this misinformation. You don't know what to believe or what to believe or not to believe. It's like, really, how do you investigate that in truthfully? You know, there's no like guarantee of what you're hearing or what you're reading is like actual. You know what I mean? You got to go confront the fool and be like, you know what I mean? Oh, you know, what do you stand for? What are your major like? What do you want to change? You know what I mean?
So there's good groups out there that they call them tea parties. You know, it's just a bunch of people getting together and they investigate. You know what the politicians saying, and I think we really should bringing that stuff back. It's not as big as it used to be, but most of them, I mean, every state actually has a very community. Has it, some call them tea parties, some call them.
You're breaking up, Sean.
Come on, Sean. The information I need to know. Come on.
You're underwater. You're underwater. Come back to us, Sean. Come back.
Come on back. Come on back. That was the information I needed to hear. Okay, Tea Party. And then, like, you can get involved with a Tea Party in your state.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they're named, but he was about to say that. But like, he just.
You know what? My personal goal is to wake people up and motivate people because I've done the, writing my senators and my congressmen and setting up meetings and all that. And they gaslight you, they placate you. And then from what I hear from other truck drivers, when you do actually meet them and talk to them, they just stroke your ego and tell you everything you want to hear and nothing changes. So
Of course.
yeah, so our whole goal is to wake people up. Hey, American, wake up. Like, this is our future. This is happening.
It's the other one. Town hall.
Okay, town hall.
Tea parties and town halls. It's what you're looking for.
I'm telling you for the win.
Right, right. Well, skateboard.
This isn't a new representative. They have a voting record. Like you can see the things that they voted against and voted for. If you see a politician that says I'm pro trucker, and then they are asking Congress for money for autonomy, two things can be true, ladies and gentlemen. Those two things cannot.
How do you do that? Just research it?
Switchback, you know, like all those politicians, see recordings of them saying one thing and then whoa, when Trump got in office, they're like just all the opposite. You know, we see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pump fake, pump fake. Well, listen up, skateboard. We're going to get to some other drivers. Thanks for coming up, brother. And you have a good one. Keep up the good fight.
You call me when you're done, man, right?
All right. Talk to you later, brother.
Yeah.
Shh.
Later.
All right, later. We the truckers is in the house. Holy schmoly. What's going on?
Hi guys, how are you?
There they are. There they are. How are you?
I'm good. You guys?
Yeah?
I don't know if you can hear me okay. I'm driving.
Cross country. Cross country now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're headed
Oh.
to North Carolina.
Yeah, what do you guys know about that? What do you know about that? I might wear this on Tuesday.
Hey!
I just might.
To do apparel next on the website. What do you guys think?
I like it. Wait, let's see if you can. Wait, there you go. Oh, I like it. That's right. So, Jane, how do you feel about spending $89 every time to go down the I-70 that never cost you anything, except, of course, for alignment and tires and all kinds of other stuff? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, we were just on it the other day. A lot of it, some of it's under construction. So,
Yep.
I don't know. Bunch of
Yeah. I'm tired. I'm tired of paying all these taxes and these fees and then this and then that. I thought about it the last week. I was thinking about it. I was like, my wife and I, we were talking about like we had to register or smog one of our cars or something. And I'm like sitting here thinking to myself, I wonder in a year, right? In a year's time, how much time do her and I spend making phone calls, going somewhere to pay taxes or this fee or that permit or that registration? Like how many hours in a year is spent? And then I thought, okay, in a lifetime, I wonder how many days total it is. You know what I mean? And it's just too much. Everybody wants their cut and it's everybody's in the truck driver's pocket. Everybody's just digging so deep. It's like, man, I can't even move, right? I mean, if I had cargo pants on, they'd be in the side pockets too. You know what I mean? Checking my socks for like, oh, you hit $100 in your sock? Hell no, I get $80 of it. You know what I mean?
Don't bring the cargo pants back. Man.
Yeah.
Don't bring the cargo pants. God.
I can't make any promises, brother. Sorry. Can't make any
I
promises.
just want to mention we got somebody in the house here. He just got added to the website today. Then solo truck. He's got some cool tunes that you guys want to go listen to. He's under the music section.
Okay. All right. What's it? Someone in particular? Say it again. Say it again. Okay. Let's see if he'll come up. Do 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 do. Benzo trucking. All right. I invited him up. We'll see if he comes out.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. Just done for the day, and thank you, Weather Truckers, for shouting me out. And definitely something that I really love is the great hospitality that we have, and also we're willing to support truckers, against truckers, and support truckers. The new single that I have is talking about cameras on my dash, and the factor that cameras watching you 24/7, and people don't have no life, and you can't watch people 24/7, and it clearly talks about it in that personal song, as well as other ones is more emotional songs, but all the songs are going to be related towards trucking and outside of trucking.
Dude, that's awesome.
Is really good, guys. So make sure you go and give that one a listen to.
Awesome. Awesome.
That's his newest, latest one.
Well, there you go, everyone. If you want to go check out his song, dash cams are not fun. I personally, I haven't had that problem yet, right? But if I ever was in that situation, I would say, okay, if you want a camera on me all day, I want a camera on you all day. I want to be able to watch you pick your nose. And I was thinking about it the other day, Ben. I think we should have uh, citizen cameras all throughout the government. I mean, they're working for us, right? They're our employees. Why don't we have cameras in the White House, in the House of Representatives, at the Capitol building that we can all log in as a citizen? You can log in and you can just go watch whatever it is you want to watch.
And also, too, I would say, if why do we have cameras? Why not have four-wheelers have cameras? Having the picture, they cut us off and speed so much, and coming up this week, July 13th through the 18th, is actually targeting all drivers it's not including just us about the long distance as well as speeding, reckless driving, and everything. So I really am glad that the CSA is actually cracking down on that because they need to start cracking down it every day.
Amen. I agree.
That's the thing that you said, yes, like, the cameras. And honestly, is the camera really just saying, spending you off? Or is it more of a sort of control thing, right? When a company, really big, came across a person that might not have got their CDL done the right way, they're all like, hey, we have a camera to protect us. But then I hear stories just saying, hey, you know what, this guy just called and said that I'm at a truck stop. All I'm doing is using the bathroom. You don't want to stop it. Hey, are you at the shipper yet? No, I'm 5 miles away. Well, why are you so late? I just looked at the camera. And he said it was because of traffic and I don't see it. And because the driver didn't want to say, hey, I have a problem today because I see people on the road and now it's messed up for selling. So we got to look at both sides of the angle. What are they really being for? Because some of this control it's not, man, what they're saying it is. You have a safety guy. I was a safety director for many years. And, I could look at the camera. Who really wants to do that? So, I told my wife, we make cameras that only time they went off, there was a collision. It would actually record 5 seconds before the collision. But not anything happens. Technology, that technology appears. So, the cutting off stuff, I mean, they have sensors where if you hit the brakes too hard, that it'll turn on the camera. So, I mean, and it pre-records, but nobody can ever get that information because we always said if a lawyer was to take your camera, I don't care what kind of driver, who's driver, you got to take a mile or 5 million miles within 15 minutes if you watch your camera. I can make it clearly say that you should not be on the highway, whether if you accidentally go over the white line just a little bit, or don't stop at a stop sign for 10 seconds. Or that yellow light, that red light, you were going yellow. You turn it off the brakes moving forward. These are the things that are the cameras really beneficial for us, or is it beneficial for the carrier? When there is an accident, you see what they have. The driver should not have been there. Look at him, he is in the menace to society. I can't believe he hired this guy. Please don't suicide home. These are the things that are really protecting the driver, or the protecting the carrier that has the best time.
Yep.
The driver out of the seat and say, hey, now you are nothing but an investment. That's where we have a problem. You're not an investment material. So that covers that. Those are one of my topics. So I keep telling everybody, we should be bonding together, uniting, and say, hey, use a different system. Right? Use a system that only records when there's an incident in front of it that's happening, not 24/7 recording every mistake that you make, because I can tell you it's not safety. It's all about control. That's what camera for.
Well, here's the thing. You can say no, driver. If you don't want it, say no. I mean, we don't have to do anything. These are all decisions we make. And yes, there's consequences. But if enough of us stand up and say no, guess what? It'll be a thing of the past. So we're going to be ending the live, everyone. We're going to be doing last words and pastime. If you want to come up, feel free to come up. I think you're talking about you don't have reception now is the only thing I can assume. But Ben, you got any last words, brother? And also, everybody, if you want to check out his song, here we go.
I would say last words was having the beginner companies having inward facing cameras and outward facing cameras. There should be a law that should be placed that should be turned off when that truck is not moved. And it has happened to me before, personally, by recording while I'm in the sleeper, talking to my girlfriend, and they called me at.
The same thing happened to us. That's why we just quit our last job. They put forward cameras in.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not interested. I'll never do it. I'll never allow someone to record me inside the truck. I just won't. You know, if that day comes and that's the only job I can get because they've made it a federal law, I guess I don't need to be trucking anymore. You're not going to record me working all day. If you don't trust me, then don't give me the truck to drive. It's that simple. That's my opinion.
I just can't believe they get away with it. I mean, it's our privacy. This is our home, and it's just a thing that they're getting away with it.
It's human nature, Jane. It's like I have learned that there are so many Karen and Richards out there. They're never had. That's what these flock cameras are about. It's like let's just push and see what they're gonna do. They're not gonna stop unless we stand up and say enough. They're not gonna stop. It's power control. It's power. It's greed. I don't know how much can he take or how much can she take before they say no. You know, it's simple. It really is simple. Just say no. Uh, Personally, I don't want to let any of my freedoms go. My freedoms are worth everything to me. Yeah, including my life, and people before us have seen that.
As
That's
soon as they put those cameras in, we left.
Yeah, good for you. Good. And so what you did was you
Sorry. I said as soon as they put those cameras in, we left.
Yeah, and you taught them that you're not going to tolerate it. So that's one person in there that they're having a meeting about, like, oh, this one driver refused. What are we going to do? So if, 90% of everyone is refusing, they're going to get rid of them. It's that simple. We got to stick together. That's where we're at. Ben, thank you for coming in, brother. We're going to get going. All right. We're going to go check out your song. You're welcome. Thanks for making that song, man.
Thank you, Ben. Welcome
Yep.
aboard.
Thank you.
Yep. Welcome. Welcome. All right, guys. So that was Ben. And if you want, you can go to wethetruckers.com to check out his latest song. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Jane, any last words before the gavel comes down?
You guys are doing awesome. Keep up the great work. Love you guys. So we're headed to North Carolina.
Awesome. And thanks for having our back, Jane. We all need to be more like you, more like pit bulls. When somebody's disrupting our culture, our group, we need to be like pit bulls and not tolerate it, right? Like you are. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Y'all gotta stop listening to that song too, by the way.
Hmm.
Was it Heads Carolinas, Tails California? Because you're just in California. I ain't totally good in Carolinas. Y'all been listening to the wrong song.
It's funny.
That song you played in the beginning was pretty cool.
Do you like it?
Pretty cool song.
Good. Good. Yeah. It's
Yeah, you guys are awesome. So
thank you.
we just keep making waves.
That's right, little by little. I have a feeling it's going to get big here really soon. I really do. Um, that song, by the way, is called. Oh, hold on. Dang it, where'd it go? It's called "Voices in the World."
Singers.
They are, yeah, "Voices in the World" by Raggle Iron Bull. I think he does another one with his wife, right? That's like amazing. They just came out with.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love their song.
yeah, me too. It's good stuff. It's good, good, good find, Sean. All right, Jane. Jane and Mike, have a great night. Keep the shiny side up.
Get to work, Ben.
I know. I still got 5 hours to go. So, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have an early night tonight.
Nice. Nice. That's good. It's always
All
good.
right, you guys.
All right. See you later.
Be
Bye,
safe
Jane.
out there.
Yep. You too. Bye bye. What's that, Sean?
I was just telling her to stay safe too. She said be safe out here. So I was like, yep, you guys did.
Nice. Nice. Well, Sean, what do you think, man? Are we going to get this done? Are we going to expose these greedy, corrupt people that are trying to get more out of our pockets? What are we going to do?
we were going to do it. I think it's time. It's been past time. If you don't know, go check them out. But it's been past time. Uh, but here's the thing. Like, at what point do we say enough's enough? Like I get it. There's some wasteful spending that as truck drivers, right? Sometimes we do it a little bit, right? We spend a little something maybe we shouldn't spend here. But when politicians are doing it, or when our government's doing it in a wasteful amount, it's not a little bit anymore. This is a $60 billion project. Everyone, we have $600 million out of a bipartisan trust that's supposed to go for resurfacing our highways, and yet we lose $600 billion. They just wipe it off and say, "Hey, nothing happened." Like, who cares? Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, $600 billion is a lot of money that has been wastefully spent, and nobody knows where it's at. So we may have found some of it. When we're seeing $20 million to pave 19 miles of road, I'm going to say that it might be a little bit of fraudulently wasting spending. Something that 20 miles, and that much, that money should be going for, I'm going to say probably at least 60, 70 miles, not 20 miles. So, with us, it's time. It's time for us to roll up our sleeves. Let's unite drivers. Let's have our barbecues that we're going to have, because we're going to need them, right? It's going to give us this place that when you start calling out people, you need that place to have drivers to talk to and say, "This is the reason why we're doing it. It is for you guys, not for us, not for anybody else, but for our industry as a whole." So, I'm ready. I'm game. We've been researching like mad men, like it's going out of style. We have all the proofs. We have all the ins, the outs. There's no, well, we found this on AI. No, we found this on federal.
Breaking up, Sean. You're breaking up.
But I think it's time for our tour. Oh boy.
Nope, now you're back.
Hang on, let me move around.
Yeah, no, you're back.
So,
You're underwater. Underwater. Yep. All right. Not done. Done. Um, it's really bad, Sean. Really bad. Really bad. You must be in the boonies. He must be in the boonies, folks. I don't know. So, all right, I'll just finish up. Folks, whether you're comfortable, okay, and you're in your 60s, 70s, your house is paid off, your kids are gone, whether you're already comfortable, you've worked hard your whole life, you're now in your golden years, or you're middle aged, still working your butt off, paying your mortgage, raising your kids, or you're just starting off in life, right? And you don't have a house yet, you're still renting an apartment. Regardless what situation you're in right now, this beautiful country needs your help. Okay, she's calling. She's calling. We all need each other, and we need to do something for our country, right? John F. Kennedy said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." So I'm asking, ask not what the trucking industry can do for you, but what you can do for the trucking industry. Because right now things are broken. And that's because not enough drivers are getting involved, not enough small carriers are getting involved. And y'all are 86% of the industry, all right? The mega carriers, just forget them. The global elites, the corporate giants, the government, whatever. The power is in the people. It always has been. It's always been in the people. The power of we the people is stronger than I don't even know if I could say it on TikTok, but you know what I'm saying. It's strong. So wake up, smell the coffee, get involved somewhere, please. If it's not here, get involved with another organizations. There's a few out there that really do care, that are trying. I would argue the fact that you're actually the one that can get it done if you're watching. Okay, so get involved. This Tuesday, Wednesday, we got some big things coming on. We're going to be at the Capitol in Indianapolis and on Highway 70, calling out the corruption, showing you guys where all your hard-earned tax dollars are being wasted, right? Have you had enough yet, or do you enjoy, you know, working your whole life away and just getting sick off this poison food. Yeah, we're all going to get sick from working this hard. Do you need to work hard? Yes. Do you need to be a part of society? Of course. But at what expense? That you can't even be around for your grandkids? I'm sorry, but that's not an America I know or that I can tolerate. We need to make a change for real. Forget people in other countries for right now. I wouldn't have been saying this a year ago. I'm not naive to the fact that other people need help, more help than we need. But here's the thing, our American dream is circling the toilet. Do you enjoy paying 40% taxes? Because I sure as hell don't. People that I once knew, families that were making 40, 50,000 a year, they had a couple dependents, two, three dependents. They used to get, a $7,000 tax return every year. Well, now they owe like, $1,000, $2,000. That's funny. It's just barely enough of what they can afford to pay, right? Just barely. Isn't that funny how we're just barely paying our bills? it's it's almost like it was by design or something, how we're just barely able to keep a truck running, right? Oh, but wait a minute, it's all the owner operator's fault, right? Because they don't know their CPM. No, that's not the problem. Shippers are not paying enough, brokers are taking too much, and owner operators, it is true that they're not educating themselves enough. So if you're not educated on something, go get educated on it. Know your representatives before you vote for them. Don't just vote for a color. That's crazy. I used to do it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. I'm done with that program psyop of telling me how to run my life. I'm asking questions on everything nowadays. I'm not just believing what people tell me, right? I'm asking the hard questions. We're asking the hard questions. I hope that you will be with us on Tuesday to see how we're going to get it done. And Wednesday, we're doing this barbecue once a month. Get truckers involved, free food, free drinks, and just get together, and try to pass out this free book on what they're going through, what drivers are going through, the stresses of what they're going through with all these regulations, these BS regulations that we never voted in. People that don't do our job, people that don't know anything, not a lot about the industry, are making all the decisions for us. That needs to stop. That needs to stop. Small carriers, step up and let's get in these seats, right? Let's get in the FMCSA. Let's, OOIDA, ATA. What? I'm sorry. What a joke. They're not working for us. They're working for someone else. Maybe taking a little bit of money. I don't know. Everything said here is for entertainment purposes only, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. So be a critical thinker, trust but verify, and facts over feelings. I love every one of you. We love every single one of you. You are family here. You will never be disrespected, put down, or insulted off not simply knowing something, right? We're here to teach. We're here to have a good time. We're here to unite. That's what we're doing, right? Truckers Unite now. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments. That's what helps us get to the FYP. We're trying to reach all 350 million Americans because we love our country, we love our family, and this needs to be done, man. Anyhow, thanks for watching. First Corinthians chapter 16, verses 13 through 14 says this. Go look it up. Be on your guard. Stand still in the faith. Be courageous. Be strong. Do everything in love. A truck driver is supposed to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my beloved country, to help other people at all times, especially truckers, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Thank you for watching. Keep the shiny side up and the dirty side down. Follow and subscribe for more. Facebook, We the Truck or Truck in the USA Today, WeTheTruckers.com. Pastime for a Change. Got nothing to do, go check them out. If not, that's okay too. You're a free person in America. Doesn't that feel good? All right, seriously though, keep the shiny side up and the dirty side down. And we will talk to you guys Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific, lives on TikTok, Facebook, X, and YouTube. And Fridays, 5 p.m. Pacific, also on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and X. Thank you for spending your very valuable time here. You guys have an awesome day. Be blessed. God bless you. And we'll see you on the next one. Later.